Hey Blazers, this episode is brought to you by Audible.com, an Amazon company. Get a free audiobook download and a 30-day free trial at www.audibletrial.com/Blaze Entertainment.
Or visit the sponsor and supporters links on our website at intotheblaze.com. With over 180,000 titles to choose from for your iPhone, Android, Kindle, or MP3 player. Now let's start the show.
What's going on, Blazers? We are back with another episode of Blaze Entertainment Spotlight Edition. I'm your host, Kwame, joined by the beautiful, the melanin proficient, the queen of Blaze, Miss Free. What's going on, girl?
Hey, not much, busy day, busy life.
Miss Free is calling in today into the studio because, she got things to do. She is busy. She don't got time to see me now. Mm-hmm.
No.
Well, today we have a special guest. We actually met this wonderful woman a couple of weeks ago at Asa Laveau's book signing in LA, and she is just, first of all, $1 million smile and an amazing, huge heart. And she is the CEO of LeadHERShip Academy. Amazing. I'm not going to talk anymore about it. I'm going to let her talk about it. Miss Kiana Shaw, how are you?
I'm good. When you said amazing smile, I was like, yes, honey.
I gotta get you motivated.
I forgot everything else you said, but I heard the smile part.
Yes, $1 million smile. Yes, that's right.
Thank you.
You're so welcome. Welcome to the show. For those who don't know about you and about the LeadHERShip Academy, and I just want to make sure that I'm pronouncing that right and everybody knows it's not leadership, it's LeadHER, HERship Academy. It's that cool play on words. But Miss Shaw, go ahead and tell us about what you do, why you do it, and where can we find you?
Okay, I am Kiana Shaw, CEO of LeadHERShip Academy. I am a prevention and intervention specialist. I am the person that you call to assist you with your teenagers. I am an expert at teen girl issues in particular, but I do get down with the boys as well. I'm an author. I'm a 4-time best-selling author. 3 of them are collaborations. One is my personal book called I Choose to Be a Lady, Basic Life Lessons for Our Daughters. And in that book, I give a lot of lessons and tools and tips on how to handle teen issues, from hygiene to dating to sex. I put the top 10 questions I get about sex in my workshops. And so I just kind of kept track, and it just, kids ask the same questions in a different way. But I put the top 10 in the book because I thought that they were really important. A lot of parents don't think that their kids are going there, but they are. It's spring break or it's summertime. They talking about it. They doing it. It's all kind of stuff going on. And so I help parents communicate with their teenagers for the purpose of bringing love, joy, and harmony back to their households, or in other words, so that they don't kill them.
Don't he do it? Don't he do it? Bringing it. Yes, ma'am. This queen out here doing it for the ladies. Yes, the young ladies out there. Yes. First of all, thank you so much for doing that, because we need more powerful leaders like you, female Black leaders out there like you, to go out there and encourage our millennial children out here, because we're in some crazy times, child. We're in some crazy times. But
you think I don't know? I talk to kids every day, and I'm just like, Lord, I have a 3-year-old. Lord Jesus, somebody cover me.
Miss Free,
that's hilarious.
Yes, so I had a question for you. Seeing as though you're the CEO of LeadHERShip Academy and the creator of Mothers Raising Teen Daughters, my biggest question to you would be, what advice would you give to mothers of, young Black women or young Black women themselves who are struggling with their self-esteem and their self-worth as a result of our current social climate?
Wow, could you ask a bigger, badass question
right?
than that?
Yeah, because on one of our shows, my vent session was very personal to me, and as a Black woman, I felt as though we are often emulated but criticized at the same time.
Absolutely.
So seeing as though like you are such a leader in, you know, our community, I just wanted to know your opinion on things like that.
Absolutely. We do get criticized, and it does hit our self-esteem, whether we're 13, 23, or 45. Everybody wants to be us, but nobody wants to be us. You know what I mean? And so it is a difficult balance. And I think that, you know, with self-esteem, we have to start with our kids at the womb. We have to, you know, speak life to them. We have to make sure that they have their identity, so that no one else can give them one. Because what happens is, if they don't have it at 3, at 13, people don't bother to tell it to them. And then at 23, people expect you to already have it. At 33, they just talk about you. And at 43, you have an attitude about not knowing, and no one has still told you. You know what I mean?
Listen.
So I think that the cycle gets repeated, and it's very vicious. And so your question was in 2 parts. So for the younger girls, I would tell parents, take some time to find out who they believe they are. What is the value that they have in them? What are you speaking into your child? One of my mentors always says stuff versus stuff. We give them shoes, we give them purses, we give them jewelry, we get their hair done. So they have all this outside stuff, but they have no character. They have no integrity. So they don't have any of the inside stuff that they need. And so that is a huge difference. And we have to start addressing that in our communities, because nowadays our young girls, it's not even enough to be black. It ain't enough to be mixed anymore. You have to have this exotic Brazilian / Mexican / Spanish, you know, you got to have all this going on to be considered beautiful. And never do we say, and we tell our girls, you know, you have to straighten your hair, you have to do this. Never do we say your natural beauty, how you roll out of bed, really is enough. It really is enough. Now, I understand that there's a difference between natural and unkept. Like, let's be clear. But if we're so caught up in how we look that we never invest in our minds, we never invest in our emotions, we never invest in our spirits, we don't pass that on. So for a 25-year-old or a 35-year-old, I would say start with life coaching. Start. You know, we have a tendency to want to get training when we go into a job. We need training for this, we need training for that. But when it comes to our individual lives, when it comes to our marriages, when it comes to our parenting, we don't want anyone to tell us what to do or to help us through it. And so we suffer through each thing. And so if you're 25 and you're dealing with self-esteem issues, or maybe you don't know, that's another part I'm finding. A lot of our adult women don't know that they're suffering from self-esteem. They're walking around going, well, I have sex with 6 men because I'm self-aware. No. Because if you're saying that you're empowered to do this, that's because we're not made up like that. We're just not. Now, we have moments where, you know, we can just kind of throw caution to the wind. I think they call them thought moments, right? But we have to be able to pull our lives together, and that starts with valuing ourselves, really sitting down and understanding what makes me me. What do I love about me? And I don't care if it's your smile. I don't care if it's your fingernail beds. I don't care if it's your, you know, one of the most beautiful parts of my body at this time is my stretch marks. I absolutely love them. I look at them every day. But there are a lot of women who would like die if anyone else saw them. I'm like, I'm keeping them covered because it's not appropriate, but it ain't because I'm ashamed of them. I got a 3-year-old. I can't have her just wanting to do what mommy do and, you know, got her stomach out. But, you know, it's, for me, I think that we need to start investing in natural beauty and what's important to us without other people sharing their influence with us. Because if our mother says, well, that doesn't look good, then we start to think this doesn't look good. But if you really like it, I mean, I have a 3-year-old. If she want to put on pink and brown socks, I don't like it, but I'm not going to tell her that. You flex your style how you want to. Punky Brewster made millions of dollars wearing different color socks. Go ahead, baby. You know, it's about what you love. And when my daughter says, Mommy, my friend said that doesn't look good, and I go, well, what do you think? Mommy, somebody said you put my hair in the same ponytails. Well, how do you like your hair? I like it in a bun bun. So then you're wearing a bun bun. That's the end of the conversation. Because I want her to know what she loves. And if we start instilling that in our kids when they're young, they can go out and they can affect the world in their natural state, not influenced by what someone else thinks of them. Because once they get caught up in how people think of them, they never get to know what they think of themselves.
I totally and
Wow.
completely agree with that.
Can we talk about gems being dropped on this show today, honey? Yes.
I am
Yes.
here. Pick the brain. I am here.
Kiana came with a word today, y'all.
Pass the collection plate. I'm open.
Okay.
Yeah.
One of the things
And
that
I think that's sorry.
No,
I think
no,
that's
go ahead.
very important. I think it's very important because, as women, it's so hard, to try to navigate that without having someone to help you. You know what I'm saying? And
Absolutely.
I think that what you're doing and the gems that you're dropping are what exactly people need to hear. And I think that your word needs to be spread out all across America, especially the young Black girls, because honestly, we have it the hardest.
Absolutely. And I thank you guys for this platform because if no one opens up the platform, then our girls don't get the truth. Because when mainstream opens up the platform to Black women, we are in boardrooms fighting. We are arguing over the same man, 6 of us arguing over the same dude that ain't doing nothing for anybody. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
When mainstream opens up the platform for young Black women, they tell us that if you don't have a Louis Vuitton, if you don't have on red bottoms, then you're nothing. And I am very comfortable in my Costco sweatpants and and my swap meet t-shirt. Like, you know what I mean? And it's not appropriate for everywhere I go, but there's nothing in my closet that costs more than no individual piece, or whether it's a dress or a shoe, nothing in my closet that costs more than $60. Nothing. Because I'd rather put that money into my daughter's investment account. I would rather put that money into her dance. I'm actually sitting outside of her dance studio right now because she loves dance. And so I would rather invest in her emotional, physical, spiritual well-being than to be walking around looking like I have it together. I would rather her actually have it together.
Listen, you better go ahead, Miss Mom. Listen, I can't. This is too much. This is too much gems in one episode, y'all.
You're so funny.
Kiana, no, seriously, this is great stuff because I really think that it's important, like, especially like within the past couple of, in this past year, it's really important. And one of the main reasons why Miss Free and I started Blaze Entertainment was because we felt like there needed to be more Black voices within the podcast world, and just Black voices, period. Because I think especially within this administration, with the microaggressions that happen to African Americans, to Blacks, and to Black community, it is a situation where voices need to be heard, and leaders need to kind of step up, and and we need to kind of get into the school boards and get into the public sector, and even just in the grassroots area of our own communities to kind of build our kids up, and let them know that they're okay, because it does take a village to raise a kid. You know what I'm saying? It does take a lot, right? Especially right now, these kids are out here and they're getting shot, they're getting brutalized by police, and we're all sitting here not doing nothing. We need to get up and get out there and empower our kids, let them know what type of rights they have, let them know what type of rights they need to fight for, and let them know how powerful they are, and they don't need to look on TV. They need to look within themselves to see the strength within them. So kudos to you, ma'am. Kudos.
And can I say this? That starts at home.
Mm-hmm.
If we would teach our kids at the house, and it don't have to be a big thing all the time. Sometimes we just need to watch how we speak to their dads. Right. We need to watch how we talk to them. We need to watch what we watch in front of them, right? Because we say, I don't want her to have sex, but then every time she comes and joins us in the living room, we're watching Scandal, or we're watching something else that we think is inappropriate for her, but she's learning it from us.
Right.
And that makes a difference. Think about the values that you want. I mean, my daughter thinks that if you kiss, you married. Like, that's just... I love that she thinks that. I have no intentions on changing that before she turns 25. Okay.
It's like, okay, baby, you keep thinking that for as long as you need to, and if you need me to reinforce
Exactly.
that, we can do that. Okay.
Exactly. So we watch shows like The Cosby Show, and I'm a little ashamed to admit one of her favorite shows at 3 years old is The Golden Girls, but
Yes,
I,
there's nothing. Hold up. There's nothing to be ashamed of. I watch the Golden Girls damn near every single night, so I don't
yeah,
want to
but
hear
Blanche is
it.
a little too much. Blanche is a little too much, but luckily she identifies with Sophia, so
She
there's
is a
that.
Southern
Um,
Belle. Blanche is a Southern Belle. Okay, she is doing what she needs to do.
she is a lost woman. Listen,
She out here though. Blanche
don't
is
let
out
her
here.
fool you. But if we start at the house, if we start with, family prayer, if we start with making our kids read something that is beneficial, and if they can't read, they're learning how to read, let them read whatever they want. If it's a comic book, that's fine. But at some point, we have to graduate from the comic book to a Walter Mosley book. At some point, we have to go into a Tim Ferriss book. You know what I'm saying? Like, we have to start
Say that.
graduating them. And then we have to stop walking around with RIP t-shirts on and actually put on the shirt. My mentor says this all the time. I want to give her credit for it. But um, we have shirts that say RIP, but we don't have graduation shirts.
Say that.
Right.
Say
We have to
that.
start thinking in our own households. How is this going to be different? How am I going to love my husband? If I don't get along with my child's father, does my opinion of him have to be conveyed to my kids? We have to start with those things, and then we can tackle the big stuff.
All
Wow,
right.
my lord, I just this woman,
It's funny.
Kiana, amazing woman. For the okay, I wish we can like have. I know you have to go because you're a busy woman and you're doing things out here in this community. But let me tell you, I wish we can have you forever on the show. However,
Well, if you invite me back, I will come back. I
okay, well
promise you
she said I'm available. And I'm gonna hold you to that, Michelle. I'm gonna hold you to that.
Absolutely. I support black businesses, and I
Yes.
support entrepreneurs. So if you got, and I support women. So Miss Free got you in.
Yeah.
I'm over here dabbing.
Well, just I want to make sure we plug this in because I know you have an event coming up in a couple of weeks, and also
Yes,
I want to make
next
sure that people know
Saturday.
where to find you and where they can find the LeadHERShip Academy.
Okay, so if you're a mom, you can connect with me in my Mother's Raising Teen Daughters group on Facebook. Send a request. I do prefer you have a teen daughter, so let's be clear on that.
Don't be coming in with no 35-year-old daughter, okay? And you got
Right, and don't be
4,000
coming
grand.
in if you're a man just trying to hook up with some single moms, okay?
Good Lord.
But other than that, you can reach me at Coach Kiana Shaw on all of my social media, Instagram, Twitter, whatever the case may be. All social media, I'm Coach Kiana Shaw. It's Facebook, I'm Kiana Shaw. I think I've reached my Facebook friend limit, but I delete people all the time. I'm like, how their birthday come up, you be like, I don't know
I
them.
don't know who this
So there's
is.
always room at the cross. Um, and then we have the event. I partnered with Dante Morrison of AIDS Project LA, and we are doing an event called Sex, Social Media, and Suicide. And we are getting parents, guardians, and caretakers together to have this conversation about how we can help our children. So it's not an event for your kids. We're doing an event to show how we can help our children. We can have this open conversation and dialogue. And then also, so let me say that's on June 10th. That's on June 10th. If you check out any of my social media, nothing is blocked. I'm completely open everywhere. You can find out about the event, but you can also go to tinyurl.com/parent annex. PARENTANNEX. And then also, if I can just say this, for the month of July through August, so July 1st through August 16th, I will be offering free classes to high school students and people up to age 24 for LeadHERShip Academy. So I'm going to do a unisex academy. Everybody is welcome to join from, 14, whatever high school, 14 to 24. It's all online. It's all pre-recorded. So it's self-paced. But I would love to offer it to your audience. Your audience is actually the first to hear about it.
Yeah,
completely
exclusive
free.
to the Blazers.
Completely free. So I would love it if you just send me an email to coachkiana@gmail.com, CoachKiana@gmail.com. In the subject line, just put 6-week course. 6-week course, that's it. And I'll know to get right back to you so that you can sign up.
Yes, and I will be in attendance to your. I don't know if Miss Free is going to be
Are you
available.
coming?
Yeah, absolutely, I will be there next week. Got to support my peoples.
Did you register though? I need you to register.
Why you
Because
gotta
I don't want you rolling
Kiana,
up and you like, it's not enough sandwiches, right?
Kiana, why you do me like that? Why you do me like that in front of my Blazers?
I'm sorry, honey. I'm going to cut off registration. I'm going to cut off registration soon. I just, so I can get food and all that.
As soon as we get off of here, I will be on it. I'm going to blame Marisol on this one because she should have did it. I'm kidding.
I love it. You guys, thank you so much for having me on.
Thanks
thank
for
you
being
for allowing
here.
me to be a part of your crew and a part of your audience. We hit it off right away.
Yes.
Literally, because we just met a couple of weeks ago. But you would not know it if you heard Kwame and I talking on a regular basis.
Yeah.
I talk to him more than I talk to my boyfriend.
And just so you guys know, this is a little some special things in the works. We can't talk about it yet, but just be on the lookout on Power Media Network and the LeadHERShip Academy, as well as Miss Kiana Shaw. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm just gonna throw that out there. Just throwing it out there, just be on the lookout, peeps.
Oh, the pressure.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much for listening. It's been another amazing episode. Yes, thank you so much, Kiana, and thank you guys
for having me both.
Yes, and thank you guys, Blazers out there, for listening to this episode. Don't forget to go on to check out Coach Kiana and at all her social media outlets, and it's Coach Kiana. And for those that don't know how to spell, go back, rewind a little bit. She spelled it out for you. All right, so peace, love, and hair grease, y'all. Take it easy.